Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, and happy holidays, my friends. It's that time of the year again where I get to take a look at some Star Wars The Black Series Holiday Edition figures. And these are just toys that I absolutely love getting every year, so let's go ahead and crack these figures open and let them breathe. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at these new Holiday Edition Black Series figures, which are a lot of fun for me as I love quirky holiday edition toys and action figures and nerdy things like that. These are part of my display every year, so it's really cool getting new additions to that thing that I only get to, open up and pull it out once a year, which is really cool and unique and fun for me. So I just wanted to open these up and show these off all at once. I'm not going to show off the articulation and crazy, but I just wanted to show them off on camera because, again, I think they're a lot of fun. They're not for everybody, but they're for weirdos like me who love this kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Snow Trooper here first. I think this is definitely one of the best ones of the year. Now, we actually have gotten a Snow Trooper before, but this one is just fantastic, man. First of all, I love how they utilize the tampoing of the face right there, because you get so much coverage with that big thing covering the whole actual face of the actual character, the trooper. But you got the black on top of the helmet right here, the red around there. You even have a little carrot nose to make him look more like a snowman. They even painted a red and green scarf around there, which looks good, and I really dig the red trim around the shoulders. Under the suit is more of a brown, so that kind of works out as like maybe like the sticks or the twigs that we use for the arms of an actual snowman, so I love that. But I also love the things like the little black dots that you would put on the center of the belly of like the pieces of coal on a snowman. That's just genius. And you got some red socks and stripes and things like that, and the red knee pads. You got the green backpack with a little bit of red on there. That's cool. I'm glad they added just some color besides just casting in the singular green. So I do like they added a little bit of red back there. That works really, really nice. And then what's always really fun, these things basically come to look like Nerf guns. They paint them to look like Nerf with the orange tips and things like that. So that's just really cool to make it seem like they're not actual blasters, but they're like toy guns that they're all playing with. You know what I mean? They don't want to kill each other on the holidays. They just want to have fun and, play around and go pew pew all over the place. So this is really cool. Now I also want to bring in the one of the previous Snow Troopers. Again, this is from the first holiday wave that we got a few years back. So you can see the dramatic difference. This one's really cool. This is just done in red and green, and then all this tampo in here was just kind of, I don't know, it's supposed to be like a candy cans or whatever with a white. This one was pretty simple. I like this newer one a lot better. I think it has much more of a theme, which I think works for the character, where this is just a bunch of red and green. This one definitely has a better motif to it, so I like this one a lot more. So with this guy, all of these little figures do come with little companions. He does get this like little snowball medic droid thing. For the life of me, I don't remember what it's called. And I'm gonna try and darken this up here because it is kind of hard to see, but you can see it isn't in this really bright white, and then you do get a little blue hue over that, which I think looks really nice. And it does have a flight stand, so very cool. I was kind of wondering if these little things like rotated and turned or nothing, but it doesn't seem that way. But since the stand is on a ball peg, you kind of like float them around like that, so that's really cool, man. Again, just added stuff to really build out our holiday display, which is really cool, and I'm never gonna complain about added stuff to a box. Next up, I'm gonna take a look at the holiday Jawa here. This thing is so much fun. He is adorable. I actually don't have any of the Black Series Jawas, even though I've been wanting to for quite some time. But having this one really makes me want to go get some other ones. So this is just really cool. Again, the giant red cloak looks so good. I love the texture. I love the brown straps and things like that. That adorable little black head right there, all wrapped up with the bright yellow eyes. I love how they did the white of like the brim of the hood, and then coming down to the seam line at the bottom, and then around the wrists like that. You got the black gloves, looks really cool. Nothing under there, it's just a red body with black boots. That works out okay. He does even have a holster on the side right here, so he can put his blaster. And again, since this is the holiday edition figures, we do get that blaster, but done and again made to look more like an actual Nerf gun with the orange tip, what I actually think is a lot of fun, dude. It's a big weirdo and I love it so much. But since this is such a small figure and they charge kind of a lot for these little figures, which are just repaints, you know what I mean? We do get a Salacious Crumb here done in green, and this is your standard Black Series Salacious Crumb. He's fully articulated and things like that, which I think is really cool. But I'm assuming maybe this is supposed to be like the Grinch, which I think is really fun. You got the greens, you got the whites and all over the tuft of the hair and the fur around the neck and things like that. So that's kind of what this reminds me of. I feel like he's supposed to be a little Salacious Grinch. This is really cool, man. You get these two figures in one box. Again, they're so small, so it does kind of feel more like an actual 2-pack. And this right here makes me hope that someday we can get a holiday Jawa with like a full display and holiday Reeves hanging around his bed throne thing that he uses. I think that would be so cool. Okay, next we have a holiday edition Ewok, or like an abominable Ewok, or a Hoth Ewok. I don't know. I don't care. He's the best. First of all, I love the white fur. Again, I don't have any Black Series Ewoks. This is really one to pick some up because I just really love this figure as I've been playing around with him. But I love like the blue body of like the blue hands, the lips, and the nose. That is so cool. Very much like those old, you know, holiday cartoons and things like that, to make it look like the abominable snowman and things. I love that, man. Then you got his stick right here, his spear weapon with the green tassels. Maybe that's some holly or something like that. Then I love the big green thing around his neck, his hood. Again, make it look like some holly. But I love this so much. This turned out great, dude. Such his big white furry butt right there. I love this. And it has a little knife in there that does not come out. But still, that is so much fun. How cool is that looking Ewok? And it kind of makes me wonder, I would like to see maybe some snow Ewoks in the movies. Obviously not exactly like this, but I think maybe a snow race of Ewoks would be really, really cool. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Would you guys want to see snow Ewoks? I think that'd be pretty rad. So he actually comes with 2 extra things besides his spear there. So we do get a standard little white Porg. When we've actually seen this Porg with other holiday edition figures, he's just there in a little white and non-posable figure. Just kind of just rests on the floor there. But he also gets this like treasure chest thing, which is just a big wooden box done in red. You got the bits of gold. This can actually open up, and you got some other stuff in there. I don't know, this would be like treasure or presents and things like that. Just cast it in green. To be honest with you, I can't really make out what all that stuff is. Looks like some scrolls and tools and things like that. So pretty cool. Again, it's stuff like this that comes with these figures that really helps you make for a really cool holiday display. So I love that so much, man. This is such a fun toy. Next up, we're going to take a look at the Purge Trooper. This is a really cool, fun one. I just love the design they chose with this. And with all of these figures, they seem to have more of an actual theme. Whereas that first wave especially was just kind of hits on some red and greens and whites on figures, and there you go, they're holiday editions. Where these are a lot more cohesive when it comes to their theming and things like that. And it could tell they're putting a lot more effort in here, but this design looks really cool. He's obviously meant to be more of like a nutcracker. So I love like the blue visor, the gold for like that crown thing they would wear like that. And the paint on these is fantastic. This is really nice. Metallic gold looks so good. I love the printing right here on the torso, looks really nice. You got some gold and black on the white, solid white gun there. And then white and black boots for the legs. You do get a soft goods material skirt piece, which I think is awesome. So I do love that. But yeah, dude, the paint apps look really good on this guy. Even got like he has white gloves on with a black cuff of the sleeve. Looks really good. You got that nice shoulder pauldron. This is a fun looking design, man. I would love a lot more different nutcracker versions of stormtroopers, in my opinion. He also comes with a mouse droid. And this is an interesting color. I'm not really sure why it's in these colors. We've gotten a mouse droid before done in red and green to made to look more like an actual present. And then this is in these colors. So if you know what this is specifically, let me know, because for the life of me, I just do not know. But what I've been doing, I picked up that Droid Holiday Advent Calendar last year, and in that set, we actually got a Nutcracker droid. So I think these two side by side work out really, really nicely, since they do have the similar colors, similar theme. I mean, see, he has like the gold crown around there with like, it's supposed to be his hat. Same thing over here. Again, the red and gold shoulders and all that stuff, and the belt. You can see right there, they have the similar belt. I think these two look great together. Now, this isn't a black series, of course. This is the more a vintage collection scale. But these still, I think, work out great. So I love that mouse droid, but to me, this looks a lot better. Moving on, we're going to look at the Imperial security droid, or slash K2SO, whatever you want to call him. I never picked up K2SO, even though I've always wanted to. I just haven't for some reason. But man, this holiday edition looks super cool. Now, the theming for this one is pretty basic, you know, just holiday colors. But I love it in white. It's, you know, where it's a standard black character, black figure. This is done in that really bright white. I love like maybe like the candy striping things on the belly. The shoulders have the red and green. You have like snowflakes on these sides right there. And I'll try and get a little image over there. You can see the little snowflake printing of the K2 head on the snowflake, which I think looks awesome. What a great looking design. Again, the big green eyes look great, the gold of the mouth. I love the hands. He's got his own little pistol, again done to look like a Nerf gun with the orange tip there. Looks really cool. I love the clear joints, how those are supposed to be, because they're technically supposed to be hollow on the actual droid, you know what I mean? So I love that, dude. This is such a fun, weird design, and I kind of didn't realize, again, I don't have the standard K2 droid in Black Series, but I didn't realize how tall this thing is. He is massive, and I love that. Now, he comes with his own little companion, being this little, you know, abominable BD droid. I don't know. I think that's really cool. And again, we've gotten a BD droid in the holiday editions before, but this is, again, much like the Ewok, has the white, the blue. I think that's a lot of fun. A great little pairing, two droids just running through the snow, celebrating the holidays and feeling really good about themselves. Now the last of the bunch, which is the one I was the most excited for, we get what I'm thinking, I'm assuming, is a Hanukkah Mandalorian. That's awesome, dude. I love the colors here with the blues and whites. The blue helmet with the white trim around the T-visor looks great. You got the gold antenna or scouter that still goes up and down. I think that's awesome. I love the vest here, the little sweater vest going on with that knitted kind of printing technique that they do with some kind of fighters, and that looks like a, oh my god, what is that, a Naboo fighter? You know what I mean? And then a Mandalorian helmet up there. I just love the design of this. Again, the dark blues, the more brighter blues, the white, all look really, really good. He does have a standard Mandalorian blaster, again done to look like Nerf with the white and the orange tip, which looks really nice. He does have a holster right there for that gun if you want to do that. And then we get his jetpack, which is really nice too. And again, this is something I appreciate when it's not just casted in a singular color, which they easily could have done, but we get some silvering right here for the thrusters that can pose around. You got some white and gold right there. I don't know if those are meant to be like a menorah, maybe. I don't know. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Maybe just a couple more on the side would have been cool, but I think this is awesome, man. But one of the best things is, you know, we've gotten a Mandalorian before in Holiday Edition with this one right here. Again, type of sweater vest, the standard red and greens. The only thing I didn't like about this one is that it's the same Jango Fett buck that we've been seeing for Mandalorian figures forever. It's still a cool looking toy, I love that, but this buck is outdated. But when we got this one, I mean, he is the fully, highly articulated Mandalorian figures that we should be getting from now on, you know, that we've seen with some of the more newer Mando figures, which I love. This is a brilliant piece. And of course, he comes with his own little sidekick here, being a little Babu Frick, a little Hanukkah Babu Frick. Now, we've gotten Babu Frick in the Holiday Edition before. Again, it's done on the red and green colors. This time we get him in the different blues. You know, his helmet can come down, his visor can come down like that, done in gold. I love Babu. This is probably easily my favorite figure in this whole bunch. Again, with the better body, the great paint, and he really stands out as something special when we get in a lot of red and green figures. These blues really, really pop. So there it is, guys, my look at the new Star Wars The Black Series Holiday Edition figures for 2023. Now, in my opinion, I think these are the best ones yet, as I think the theming overall with all the individual characters and the paint apps are just so well done, it really beats out previous years, especially with things like the Mandalorian, where they actually give us a more modern sculpt with way better articulation. Is just, chef's kiss. I think that is such a cool figure, and I love the fact that they're adding more Hanukkah colors. I think that's super awesome, and I love all the little mini characters that we get, especially like that Salacious Crumb Grinch. I think that thing is genius. Again, if you have any of the previous holiday edition figures or even the holiday droids that are sold through Disney, oh my god, you have one incredible holiday display. I think these are so much fun, so goofy, so wild, and for me, a definite must get. So be excellent to each other, stay nerdy, my friends, and happy holidays. Peace.